Good evening. I'm Alon Kupferman, and I'm pleased and honored to be joined by my friend and fellow Emerging Leadership Award winner, Brenda Feldstein, as hosts of this evening's 117th annual meeting of the Buffalo Jewish Federation.
Even though we are unable to gather in person, we look forward this evening to paying tribute to the work and legacy of so many leaders in our Jewish community, especially during this time of COVID-19. So let's get started. We are pleased to welcome Stephen Weiss, immediate past chair of Federation's Board of Governors, who will install the Federation's slate of governors and officers, followed by reflections from incoming President Shelley Yellen and outgoing President Leslie Kramer.
Thanks, Alon and Brenda. I'm pleased to join you and be part of this virtual experience. As the chair of the nominating committee, I'm honored to report on the new slate of Federation board members and officers beginning January 1, 2021, which was recommended at a special meeting of the Federation Board of Governors held earlier this week. The following individuals have been approved to serve a 3-year term as new board members: Mark Brown, Sean Fryer, Ellen Niles, and Gil Wolfe. And the following individuals have been approved for a second 3-year term as returning board members: Jordan Balsam, Brenda Friedman, Lori Sadler, and Meredith Levin has been approved to fill an unexpired 1-year term. The board also approved the following slate of officers: President Shelley Yellen, Vice Presidents Sean Fryer and Risa Kulik, Treasurer Margie Bryan, Secretary Ellen Weiss, and immediate past President Leslie Kramer. Many thanks to our nominating committee, and Mazel Tov to you, Shelley, and to all the new board members and officers. Our community is fortunate to have you leading the Federation starting next year. I'm pleased now to turn it over to Shelley, who will share a few words.
Thank you, Steve. I'm honored to be invited to serve as Federation President beginning in 2021. In a few moments, Leslie Schuman Kramer will share some of her reflections on your tenure as president. Leslie has been an extraordinary leader of our organization and the community. And on behalf of your fellow officers and governors, I'd like to thank you for your dedication and passion and all the work that you have done and will continue to do for Federation and Jewish Buffalo. I look forward to continuing to work with you in my new role. I have been honored to be part of the Federation's leadership for many years, and I'm grateful to Rob Goldberg and the entire professional staff for their tireless work and partnership. I'm also grateful to the countless volunteers that I've had the opportunity to work with, and of course, those that have come before me. Their drive, determination, and creativity are an inspiration. Also, I'd like to thank my parents, Barbara and Jack Yellen, and my grandparents, Ann and Fred Lippa, who set a very high bar for volunteer leadership. Finally, I'd like to thank my wife, Heidi, my daughter, Kayla, and my boys, Noah and Ethan. Heidi always supports my work and my volunteer time away from family, and my kids inspire me to want to help build a positive, caring, thriving community for their future. For those that may not know me, I am born and raised in Buffalo and spent about 10 years in the Washington, D.C. area. It's there that I started volunteering with the Jewish Federation of Washington and several other Jewish agencies, and continued my involvement when I moved back to Buffalo in the early 90s. I was fortunate to meet Heidi back in Buffalo as she had moved from New York City after finishing graduate school and working as a special education teacher. We are fortunate to have been able to raise our children surrounded by family and great friends, and want to contribute to building a strong community that offers a vibrant Jewish life. As president, I am honored by the opportunity to work with amazing leadership at our partner agencies, synagogues, Foundation for Jewish Philanthropies, and the greater Buffalo community. I want to build on the outstanding work that Rob, Leslie, and the staff are doing as we all strive to be the best we can be. Thank you again, and now it's my honor to invite Leslie to share her reflections.
Thank you, Shelley. It seems like yesterday that we were meeting in the Sideline Club at New Era Field when I was installed as Federation President. No one will forget the challenges of the past 2 years, from ensuring the safety and security of our community to adapting to life in a pandemic. Throughout it all, the Federation has pivoted and learned how best to assess and address the needs of Jewish Buffalo. How? Hineni. This word appears in the Torah several times. God asks Adam, Abraham, and Moses, "Where are you?" And they answer in one word, Hineni. It means, "Here I am," and also, "I am present, I am stepping up, I am ready to answer the call of sacred work." I am so proud of our Federation professionals and many volunteers. Their work is their passion, and even when juggling work and family, often right there in the same room, they have each stepped up to say Hineni, propelling us forward as we face new obstacles and opportunities. Tonight I want to share just a few examples, focusing primarily on these past 9 months. In March, when the country came to a sudden stop, we immediately began to assess how this would impact our community and established the Community Compassion Fund in partnership with the Foundation for Jewish Philanthropies. We seeded the fund from our own reserves and raised a total of $330,000, and since then have worked hand in hand with Jewish Family Services to aid families affected by the pandemic. Zoom. We love it and hate it, but we've found creative ways to make it work. I am particularly proud of the weekly gatherings for community leadership that we initiated in early March, creating a space to share experiences and best practices in addressing our sudden new challenges. Attracting upwards of 50 participants each week, we've invited specialists from the front lines like epidemiologist Bram Siegel and physician executive and strategist Everett Weiss, whose comprehension of the facts informed and enabled us to plan accordingly. Now a monthly meeting, we've continued to share practical expertise such as how to apply for PPPs, how to implement scenario planning for the uncertain future, and most importantly, we've created the opportunity for community leaders to engage and work more closely with each other. And even prior to the shutdown in March, our Center for Jewish Engagement and Learning, or CJEL, was literally mapping out on the whiteboard how they could continue to nurture relationships and connect with individuals in our community. Within days, they pivoted, and since the beginning of COVID, CJEL has run over 70 programs, classes, and activities, reaching over 1,400 points of participation, both remotely and safely in person, from kids home from camp and school, to the LGBTQ community, to wise women and teens. And while we cannot visit Israel, we've continued to strengthen our ties with our partners in the Western Galilee, supporting one another as we each experience COVID's challenges. From video tours of our consortium communities, starting with our own Taste of Buffalo last June, to new programs such as Café Anglit and Sliding Doors, we seek connection despite the miles that separate us. In order to further grow this platform, we've created a Buffalo Partnership Council, engaging a diverse and talented group, each with connections to the Western Galilee. I look forward to my upcoming role as American co-chair of Partnership and to Buffalo's growing relationship with the other 16 communities that make up our consortium. I'm also proud of the important contribution of our Jewish Community Relations Council that has been on the front lines of building relationships outside of our community, underscoring the importance of getting out the vote, and gathering a spectrum of leadership to explore our role in addressing systemic racism. I'm also pleased that during my tenure, we were able to work in partnership with the Holocaust Resource Center to bring them closer to Federation and to amplify their important work throughout Western New York. I am deeply proud of our board. Beginning 4 years ago, when Stephen Weiss became president, we intentionally sought to diversify the composition of our board. For the first time, today's board is comprised of a more equal representation of gender, age, and members of synagogues and agencies from across the community, allowing for a greater range of voices and participation. In order to build on this progress, in October, the women of the Federation Board of Governors gathered to explore leadership from a female and Jewish perspective during the Kolot retreat. By sharing our experience with the full board, together, we can take our practices and culture to the next step, and the ones after that. I want to thank my executive committee for their committed leadership, specifically to my officers, Blaine Schwartz, Andy Chevelle, Margie Bryant, and Shelley Yellen, who were available at all times, offering wise counsel for the past 2 years. A special shout out to Margie for leading the transformation of our budget process and presentation. Shelley, I am confident in your ability to lead the board as our next president. When I took this role, Shelley was one of the first to offer his time and assistance, bringing me up to speed on Federation finances and budget. I have no doubt that your thoughtful, inquisitive, and wise approach as treasurer, and this year as vice president, will continue in your new role. I also want to thank my husband, Jim, whose wisdom, logic, and love has supported me completely and always, both in his role on the board and the finance committee, but more importantly, as my sounding board and cheerleader. Rob, where do I begin? Rob is a builder of bridges, an eternal optimist, a lover of Judaism, Jewish culture, and the Jewish people. He is a visionary, a teacher, and a friend, and every day that I work with him is a great day and inspires me. I believe we are in a golden age of Buffalo Jewish community because of Rob's gift for bringing out the best in his staff, volunteers, and colleagues. Always seeing opportunity and growth, he brings the rest of us with him. He is a leader of leaders. And Mazel Tov to each of our award winners today. Thank you for stepping up during this challenging year. You are role models for all of us. In closing, these past 2 years have flown, and it has been an honor and privilege to have had the opportunity to serve this community. We are each a link in the chain of our peoplehood. Thank you all for stepping up and saying Hineni with me.
Thank you, Leslie, Kol HaKavod, for your inspired leadership, and both of us look forward to working with you, Shelley, in the coming year. We will now begin our award ceremony featuring the Judith and Daniel Kantor Professional Service Award, the Ann Holland Cohn Community Impact Award, the new Joy Award, and the Emerging Leadership Awards. We begin with Sherry Rodman, who will introduce the Kantor Award and present it to Miriam Abramovich, the Chief Experience Officer of the Buffalo Jewish Federation, followed by County Executive Mark Polenkars, who will present the Cohn Award to Dr. Gail Burstein, Commissioner of Health for Erie County.
The Judith and Daniel Kantor Professional Service Award was inaugurated 3 years ago as a way for Federation to honor a dedicated and passionate Jewish professional. Judy and Danny Kantor certainly left their mark throughout Western New York. Judy spent 30 years at Federation raising funds and raising leaders. Her Israel missions are legendary for those she connected to Israel and those she brought into the community. Danny was the executive director of Federation for 12 years. He carefully stewarded the agency through difficult financial times and instituted many programs such as the Doesburg Notable Speaker Series. This year, I'm honored to confer the Kantor Award to my dear friend and favorite person to work with, Miriam Abramovich. During the past 7.5 years, Miriam has lent an ear over countless coffee dates, become a friend and mentor, and acted as a sister, daughter, mother, leader to hundreds of individuals and families in Jewish Buffalo. She has this incredible ability to connect with anyone, from teens to seniors, and her leadership is truly grounded in Jewish values. As the founding director of CGEL, she oversees PJ Library and PJ Our Way, teen engagement, Nickel City Jews, which she led from its infancy into a thriving organization engaging young professionals, adult engagement, belonging, immersive experiences like the successful and meaningful Buffalo Israel experience. She took on the first Made in Buffalo event featuring Seth Godin and spearheaded the first ever community-wide engagement conference. Most recently, Miriam worked with Federation President Leslie Schumann-Kramer and a team of amazing women on Kolot, an opportunity for Federation's women leaders. Miriam, you are truly an Eshet Chayil, a woman of valor, and so deserving of this award. Buffalo is incredibly fortunate for your leadership. Mazal Tov. Now let's take a look at this beautiful montage of Miriam's work and leadership over the years. Many thanks to Mike Steckloff for putting it together.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everyone. I'm honored and humbled to be the recipient of the 2020 Judith and Daniel Kantor Professional Service Award. Dan and Judy, this award represents your collective accomplishments, and we stand on your shoulders. 7.5 years ago, when Sam and I moved to Buffalo in our little blue Prius, almost sight unseen, I didn't anticipate the profound positive impact this community would have on my family, or how much our sacred and important work at the Buffalo Jewish Federation would have made me the professional that I hoped I could be. I'm so thankful for Jewish Buffalo. It's given me the privilege of working under the leadership of a visionary and my friend, Rob Goldberg. The honor of working hand in hand with creative and gifted professional partners like Mike Steckloff and Susan Schwartz, and so many other talented colleagues, too many to name. The gift of collaborating with some of the most strategic and committed volunteer partners such as Ellen Weiss, Leslie Kramer, Sherry Rodman, and so many more that I can't acknowledge in this short time. And of course, for the blessing of the hundreds of individuals whose stories and families I've had the privilege to get to know over the last few years. Lastly, I'm thankful for my family. Sam, Zelda, Oz, you are my everything. Thank you for filling my bucket with love and joy every day so that I can give to others. Mazel tov to the other 2020 award winners, Dr. Gail Burstein, Alon Kupferman, my dear friend Brenda Feldstein. During this season, when the days are short, may we fight to find light in the darkness. May we work together to bring light to others, and may we all go from strength to strength. Happy Hanukkah, Chag Sameach, and thank you.
Hi, it's Erie County Executive Mark Polenkars, and it's my honor to introduce the recipient of the Buffalo Jewish Federation's Holland Cohn Community Impact Award, our Health Commissioner, Dr. Gail Burstein. These past few months, we've seen what it means to have strong leadership when it comes to addressing a public health matter, and there's never been one that we've dealt with like the global pandemic. That's why I'm very proud to have Dr. Gail Burstein in my administration as our Health Commissioner for Erie County, because we know exactly what she means to this community at this time when we need strong leadership in the health field. So on behalf of the people of Erie County, I want to thank the Buffalo Jewish Federation for honoring Dr. Burstein, because I know we are a better community, a safer community, a healthier community through this pandemic due to her leadership. Thank you.
Hi, this is Gail Burstein, your Erie County Health Department Commissioner. I just want to say thank you. I am so honored to receive the Holland Cohn Community Impact Award from the Buffalo Jewish Federation. I'm so honored to be actually the 4th recipient on a short but very strong list of local leaders who've made a very strong and positive impact on Western New York. And I have to say that the Buffalo Jewish community has been a great support to me during this very stressful time, and I feel so honored and so empowered that the Jewish community has felt that I've been helpful to them, and so much so that you're giving me this award. So thank you very much, and happy Hanukkah.
Mazel tov, Miriam and Gail. Well, there is one thing we need more than ever during these challenging times, and that's joy. So this year, we created a special award called the Joy Award, and congratulate our friend Lou Wexler as the first recipient. Take a look at a special ceremony we conducted this month at the Wexler home when we presented the award to Lou. We'll then hear from last year's Emerging Award winners Hadar Borden and Jake Katz, who will present these awards to us.
Congratulations, Lou!
If I didn't post it on Facebook, I don't think anybody would believe what Lou does every single day. And if he adds joy to people and makes people laugh, we don't know what kind of day people are having, and they might just need a smile, and Lou can provide it.
Okay, be careful.
No!
Oh my God.
Seriously? Okay, buddy. All right, Lou. Oh, it's on his head. Like, really? Really?
Good job.
Thank you, everybody, for Lou's award. Bye.
Bye.
My name is Jacob Katz, and it is my honor as the 2019 recipient of the Ann and Meyer Rishon Leadership Award to announce this year's recipient, Alon Kupferman. Alon moved here in 2007 and is currently the head of Wealth Management Digital for Wilmington Trust. And prior to that, he was a legislative assistant to the White House and a legislative assistant director of AJC. Alon more than epitomizes what this award means and represents, as he is currently the president of the JCC and has been instrumental in stewarding the center through this COVID pandemic and the search for its new CEO. In speaking with Alon, I know he is more than humbled to accept this award and will be a great representative of our Jewish community for many years to come. And also a big congratulations to all other awardees tonight, and hope everyone is staying safe, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the near future.
Thank you to the Buffalo Jewish Federation for this lovely award. I'm sincerely humbled. I'm honored and humbled to serve as chair of the JCC board. It's been an incredible year plus. I couldn't have imagined that it would be as fulfilling as it's been. It's been wonderful to serve the community, to be connected to the Buffalo Jewish Federation, and just really appreciate everything that folks have done to support the broader Jewish community. I want to take a moment to say thank you to Iman Abba for being on this video, and also thank Adam and Anna, my two children, for joining as well. Couldn't have done this without you. Thank you.
Hello, allow me to introduce myself, Hadar Borden, a member of the Buffalo Jewish community. Last year, I was humbled to receive the Ruth and Milton Cohn Women's Leadership Award. This year, it is my distinct pleasure to recognize a friend and a colleague in the Jewish community with this prestigious award. Mazel Tov to Brenda Feldstein, the 2020 Ruth and Milton Cohn Women's Leadership honoree. This award recognizes and invests in an emerging leader who demonstrates a commitment to the growth and sustainability of our vibrant and caring Buffalo Jewish community. Our recipient exemplifies the spirit of this award through her numerous contributions as a member of the board of Buffalo Jewish Federation, as a member of the Center for Jewish Engagement and Learning Leadership Council, and as a chair of PJR Way. Brenda, you've written an amazing story by contributing your talent to our Jewish community, a true Renaissance woman in a Jewish community enjoying a Renaissance. I'm honored to welcome you as a member of the Ruth and Milton Cohn Women's Leadership Circle of Honorees, and look forward to your continued success. Mazel Tov, Brenda, and to your entire family.
Thank you so much for this award. It's been a privilege and an honor to work with the Jewish Federation. I love Jewish Buffalo. I want to dedicate this award to my mother. She just passed away from cancer. She knew about this award and she was so proud of me. And I want to share this award with my husband. He's my role model, my partner in crime, and my children, Eli and Gabi. They are my treasure. Thank you so much.
And check this out, Brenda. Look. Hadar and Jake left us some gifts. Maybe we should take a look at what they gave us.
Yeah, let's open it. Let's see. It's gorgeous.
Thank you, Jake and Hadar. These are wonderful.
Thank you so much. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah.
Many thanks to the Buffalo Jewish Federation for honoring us this evening. Many thanks to you for joining us from the comfort of your home. And Mazel Tov to you, Brenda, and to all of our award winners.
Thanks, Alon, and Mazel Tov to you as well. I'm so glad we could host this evening and receive these awards together. We close our program with a touching music video that we featured at our kickoff event in September, starring Buffalo's own Cheryl Stern. Enjoy Cheryl as she sings Seasons of Love from Rent. Good night, everyone. Stay safe and have a Hanukkah filled with light and joy.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so deep, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truth that she learned, all the times that he cried, and the bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of a friend. Remember the love. You got to remember the love. Remember the love.
It's a gift from above.
Remember the love. Measuring love. Measure your life.